Nighttime baseball now from Progressive Field here in the Buckeye state of Ohio. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago Cubs and the Cleveland Indians. It'll be fun watching these two go at it. It's next on the show. Corey Kluber, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA of just under 3.5. He's thrown some great ball games in his career. He's thrown some real clunkers. Hopefully, for his sake, he throws well in this one.
Dexter Fowler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Number 24.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Davis has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number one. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Into the box now, Ben Zobrist, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
Boy, that got a lot of the plate, cutting right across the zone. I think if he had that pitch to do over, he would have taken a rip at that one.
Kluber sets his sights. Here's the 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Drilled down the line. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Anthony Rizzo gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Not close. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Had a rip at the 2-0 sinker, but came up empty at strike one. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, some call Simmons a pitcher's umpire because he's been known to have a wide zone at times, but I think he evens it out, to be honest with you. Pretty fair overall.
Right on the corner, 2-2.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Swung on and chopped up the middle to his right. Lindor. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. John Lester gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
Rajay Davis comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Rajay Davis.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
Yep, same pitch. Right back to the inside part of the plate, and he gets caught looking at it again.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Well, he just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Got him. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
You got to be swinging at good pitches. Avoid wasting at-bats by going out of the strike zone on this guy.
Striding into the box, Francisco Lindor. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. The 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. Now, maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last two hitters.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Bryant is under this one as he has it right in front of the dugout for the second out. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, the last place you want to hit the ball against this team, right field. He won the Gold Glove Award last year. He can go get him with the best of anyone.
Jason Kipnis gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are two away here in the opening frame. Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has it in his tracks, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. After one, no score. Chris Bryant makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Chris Bryant.
Kluber gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. Field. Almonte looking up. Gone! Solo shot to right center. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Batting fifth.
Here's Jason Hayward now.
Jason Hayward.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Davis moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning.
Batting sixth. Left fielder. Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Slider, and that thing comes in at 89 on the radar gun. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And that misses 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Jorge Soler will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home run. 2 straight outs now, and 2 strikes here as well.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Carlos Santana strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Designated hitter, Carlos Santana.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, one thing you can always say when you're facing a guy like this is that he's gonna strike hitters out. The question is, are you gonna make him work for those strikeouts? And if those 3 pitches are any indication at all, these guys could be in for a long night.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. In the air, out to right. Hayward has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Lonnie Chisenhall gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Montero scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We've played 2 full. It's the Cubs 1 and the Indians nothing. Miguel Montero is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
Kluber's ready. First pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Ripped down the first base line, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Shot toward right center. Almonte is there, and he has it for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down and that's just a tough break.
Here's Addison Russell. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. Belted high in the air out to left. Ranging back is Davis at the track. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Well, if this is a day game, this is a home run. A night game, much different story here. This place just doesn't have the same kind of carry to it under the lights, and this winds up being a long out to the warning track.
Dexter Fowler will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
Line toward the alley in left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And you know the hitting coach right now is sitting in that dugout pumping his fist because that's what he's preaching all day, every day. Hit the ball up the middle, hit it hard.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner back.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. A runner on first with two away. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Oh, and 2, here it comes. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
You just don't see that, like, ever. Not in that situation, not in that count. That's a big break from an offensive standpoint. Now you've got to find a way to make that hurt somehow.
Anthony Rizzo stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
Here it comes, 1-0. Shot to third, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Mike Napoli will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. To 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, third strikeout for him so far. This is a cut fastball. Very different movement from a two-seamer, and He gets him to swing right through it.
Here's the third baseman, Juan Uribe. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And he misses with it, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Abraham Almonte.
Abraham Almonte will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, that's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Down in order go the Tribe. They still trail 1-0. Chris Bryant is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Now, after the home run last time, you can see a more cautious approach this at-bat. They don't want to get burned again.
Kluber steps into his windup. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
1 strike.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Rips this one to first. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
That's a pretty athletic play there by a first baseman. That's no 180-pound shortstop out there. It takes him just a little bit longer to get himself airborne, but he does a nice job of getting himself up and then coming down with the ball.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Hit on the ground is short. Lindor comes up with it. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now. So with 2 gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. Both guys topping out at 95 miles an hour. Kyle Schwarber in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. It wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
After the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
2-0 pitch on the way. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, heading for second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Now batting.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hands getting into good position. The hips start to rotate and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
In is Jorge Soler. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Has to be thinking strikeout here, and a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Progressive Field after this. Rajay Davis will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Fowler, still going back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field, and with it, the Indians have leveled the score at 1 apiece.
This is just their first hit of the night, but what a hit it was. He squares up on this thing perfectly and just drives it over the wall. That had some serious hang time to it.
So here's Francisco Lindor now,
The shortstop.
as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Well, he gets ahead of another hitter there, and I'm told he's thrown a first pitch strike to around 90% of the batters he's faced so far, and that's pretty amazing.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Hard hit ball to second. Backhanded. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Here comes the 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Tap foul at home plate. One and two, here it comes. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. And he got him.
Well, he's made 5 or 6 quality pitches in this inning, but he just made the one bad one. And you can bet that's the one he's going to remember when he gets back to the dugout. Good job here, though, because he bounced back to retire the next 2 guys that he faced.
Here's Carlos Santana now. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Hit to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back to Progressive Field in just a moment. Miguel Montero heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
Pulled toward right center field. Almonte sprinting after it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Addison Russell is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. Squared that one up just a little late. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Pretty good late break to this 2-2 pitch, and we'll see on swing track. He just doesn't gauge the movement very well and swings right over the top of it.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0.
No strike.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Two out, nobody on. In there, 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Kipnis has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied at 1-1. Yan Gomes comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Catcher, Yan Gomes.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Lester into his motion. Here it is on 2-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Now to the plate, Lonnie Chisenhall. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Lays off 1-0. One out, nobody on. That's wide, 2-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Schwarber giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap, and he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
Now batting, first baseman, Mike Napoli.
Into the box, Mike Napoli. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch is a curveball that backs him off the plate. It's ball one. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
In a game like this, you hope that the bottom half of your order can pick up the slack here, but this isn't going to help much. Go grab some bench.
Here's the third baseman, Juan Uribe, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Two out here and a runner at second. And he falls behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. And he struck him out, his eighth punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. One hit, one left. 5 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Ben Zobrist makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
And the sinking fastball, called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Hit hard down the line. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. But once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Chris Bryant steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Kluber pauses. Here's the first pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Hit hard back up the middle. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Jason Hayward will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. First pitch on its way. Bounce to first. Napoli's there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. Score remains tied 1-1. Abraham Almonte will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the 6th.
Abraham Almonte.
Here's the first pitch to him. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. A windup and the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 0-2 count and the pitch. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Ready on 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And if you're a fan of pitching, this has been the game for you. I mean, these two guys have both been exceptional so far. Just 2 runs allowed between both of them. Of course, makes the broadcasters awfully happy because this game has flown by.
Here's Rajay Davis now. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. The 0-1 delivery. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Ripped on the ground to first. To the bag with it himself is Rizzo for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. On his way to pitch number 75. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Calling for it, Zobrist. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here in Cleveland, all square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Kyle Schwarber will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Hit to third. Uribe's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
We get a look there at his pitches by inning. He's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Jorge Soler stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Hit hard to short. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Miguel Montero will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the offer so far.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And low. It's a ball and a strike. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. 2 out, nobody on. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Still tied 1 apiece.
7th inning stretch.
Jason Kipnis steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Lester has his target. Here it is on 2-0. Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Oh, that's a nice comeback from down in the count, 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Oh, that could be the defining moment of the game right there. And he's got one more guy to get through in the inning, but that was a huge out, number 2.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive to center field. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And they're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the 3rd hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
Lonnie Chisenhall steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. The 1-0 delivery. That's by him for strike one. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Grounded to third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for the Tribe. Score remains tied 1-1. Addison Russell will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time.
Russell.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball, 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed, 1-2 now.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Davis going back on it, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Boy, and for how well he's pitched so far, it's hard to believe that he could stand to be the losing pitcher, but that's the scenario he faces now as he serves up the lead on this home run.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Gave him 7 pretty good innings here, but he'll head to the dugout in line for a loss. Kyle Crockett is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th.
Number 57, Kyle Crockett.
Here's Dexter Fowler now.
Center fielder Dexter Fowler.
As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1.
One thing we can say about this game, neither team's been afraid to swing the bat. I mean, here we are this late into the ball game, and we still haven't seen our first walk.
Ben Zobrist will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Lindor onto the grass. 2 down.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
And a bouncing ball, foul. The 0-2 home. Way outside. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
The crowd thought they had him, but definitely outside. Not by a whole lot, though.
Bat explodes as this has popped up.
Oh, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Set to deal on 2-2. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
You know, sometimes you just give up. You get to the point after so many pitches that you don't want to walk them, so you end up throwing him a fastball right down the middle. But any guy with a bat in his hands can be dangerous in that spot, so he wins the battle.
Chris Bryant steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Two out with the man at first. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Popped up. Uribe is there for it. And that's the third out. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's now 2-1 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Mike Napoli, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Lester gets the sign. Here it is. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
And Napoli can't connect there as that's by him for strike two.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown nine have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Juan Uribe will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And this is low, ball one. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. This is hit high and deep out to left. Schwarber going back on it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
And this ball was hit pretty well, but it was always going to stay in the ballpark. And you see the left fielder just drift back and make the play on the warning track.
Stepping in now, Abraham Almonte. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue.
Yeah, not a great throw that time. Here's the play at first. You see him stretch out that right leg to try and take this one out of the dirt, but it winds up going in and out of the glove.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Pedro Strop will take over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 46, Pedro Strop.
Rajay Davis will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away.
And now he gets to face some fresh meat. He's already got 1 homer in this game, remember.
First pitch of the at-bat. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Indians there. They still trail it here 2-1. And welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Dan Otero will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Jason Hayward will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball, and he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
Sinker. 3-2 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Just hung in there on that one. Here comes the payoff pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Boy, I'm going to tell you something, guys. That is a great at-bat to start off an inning. You got a guy out there on the mound burning through pitch after pitch, just trying to finish this guy off, and he never could do it.
Kyle Schwarber will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
First delivery to him on the way. And a slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Not exactly the finest of starts to the inning out there on the mound. A walk followed by a wild pitch. But this is a good time to go out there and say, hey, what's up?
Now this is sprayed foul off to the left, and that'll even the count at 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Looking to keep this a one-run game, and he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting,
Jorge Soler will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And a slider not close here as he missed with it down and in. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly relief. He's got to find it here some.
On the ground to third. Gloved by Uribe. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Miguel Montero.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Gets a small piece near the plate. Gomes is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. They lead it 2-1. Rajay Davis will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded to short. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Yeah, not a real good throw that time. We'll see it again. Almost a great save at first. But you see, he just sort of knocks it down right in front of him. Maybe he didn't open that glove as wide as he could have. That'll be a throwing error.
Hector Rondon is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 56, Hector Rondon.
Francisco Lindor comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Rondon pauses. Here comes the first pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Hayward to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Oh, and this will give us a great look as we check it out in show motion. You can see him give it his all as this ball is just out of his reach. He's going to pay the price, too, as he crashes into that wall at full speed.
So striding in, Jason Kipnis, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Trying to hold the lead. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. And I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Good take there. You know, he's giving him a great battle with guys in scoring position.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Towards second, Zobrist is there. And the throw to first will take care of him, but it comes at a cost as the tying run is in to score.
And here he knows all he needs is a ground ball to tie this thing up. So that's all he's really shooting for, and he gets it done.
Carlos Santana will stand in now, hitless to this point, but with a chance to be a hero here.
Well, he knows better than anybody in that lineup that one swing could make up for a whole game's worth of struggles.
Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
Your job right here on the mound, you got to think strikeout number 1, ground ball number 2. You can't leave anything up that can easily be a sac fly.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. And the winning run will score as they walk off with a 3-2 victory.
Well, once this inning got rolling a little bit, you just had a sense that this thing might be slipping away. And sure enough, a 2-run bottom of the ninth is enough to turn the tables.
And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Rajay Davis. Strike opposed, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 3-2. Good night from Cleveland.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians: 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Cubs, 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Dan Otero. The loss goes to Hector Rondon. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. A reminder that the Regional Transit Authority provides convenient, affordable service to and from Progressive Field. The Rapid Transit provides direct service to Tower City, only a short 10-minute walk from Progressive Field through RTA's Walkway to Gateway.